And there we go again. Hey everybody, Kaiden here, and today I have Cobi's Junkers JU87B Stuka. And Cobi is a Polish brand, and it's made in Europe, and it's basically like Legos, but it's their own brand. And they have different lines, like as you can see we have the World War II line, and they make other lines like Boeing, city cars, like Penguins of Madagascar and stuff like that. And this right here is the Stuka dive bomber, and we got the B variant. So here's a quick look of the front of the box, and then here's the back, and it has lots of features, and there's the specs just right here, and it just shows you all the play features: moving MGs, movable ailerons, and the cockpit, of course. So one thing that you should know about Cobi is that they are their own brand, and this is their historical collection line, which is basically just very iconic World War II machines. And they make stuff from planes to tanks, their own cannons, and even boats like submarines and ships. And here we are in a front view. Here's a little look at the box. And it comes with 315 bricks and 2 minifigures. And honestly, Cobi figures, I think they look a little bit creepy. And sorry, but that's just my own opinion. And it comes with 2 Luftwaffe pilots, and I'm not going to even try to attempt to say that. Alright, and let's open up this box. So it opens on both ends. They're both really hard to open. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ourselves little instructions booklet. Oops. Here. And the box is about like 3/4 full, and it's pretty light actually. So we have a small piece bag. 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 And there's some more stuff inside. Okay. All clear. So there's lots and lots of bag here. They're numbered bags. This one, bag number 2. And let's start a speed build. And oh yeah, I forgot one more thing in the box. Let's see. Should come out. Here it is. Ha! Got him all. Okay, now for real, let's start a speed build. Alright everybody, so it's done. I finished it. It looks awesome, guys, and I had a blast making this, and as you can tell, this is a very wobbly stand, so it'll be wobbly, but my thoughts on this were that it was really fun to build, but it was sometimes a pain trying to find the pieces, and one thing that I didn't really like, which you guys should know, oops. Okay, one thing is that do not do what I did. Do not try to like force it to lift up, because it will kind of break like this. Alright, so let's get off the stand properly. So I guess you just want to grip it down like here. And there we go again. Okay, now it's a little bit of a struggle to get it off. And there we go. And let me just crunch it down a little bit. That was hilarious, guys. Okay, so it comes with a nice little plaque printed stand with, it says the Junkers JU87B. And so one thing that I did not like about this is that it was hard for color difference. Like if you see back here on the tail, you can see how wonky it is because I accidentally used some of the colors for the back on the front up here. And that was a little bit of a big oof because I thought it was going to look color appropriate. And one thing that you guys may be asking is that, oh yeah, in the factory, did it come with this color? No, actually it was just a plain old plain, and then they just painted it for different areas. So say they had shipment for 50 Joker 87Bs to Africa. Basically, they'd paint their plane brown with the white bottom, or if they're fighting the Russians in Stalingrad, they paint it white. So, no, it did not come like this, but we got, this one was more of like the European front. And one thing I gotta say about this is that it's really much of a struggle to put these stickers on. Like, there's a little bit of a seam here, and then there was an extra yellow piece that was supposed to go on to fold it over, but it was a little bit too short. And also, if you saw me cutting them, it's because, look at this, in the light, it'll show that ugly circle if you were to keep it on, but it just looks like an actual paint on there. And one thing that I really like is that they added in the siren, where they dive down and it goes, which would really strike fear into the infantry that was on the ground. And also with this, it also has movable ailerons. And what I just did there was, on this plane, they made it look like the actual, like I call it the bird wings. But one thing that is not real is that the Junker 87 did not have foldable wings like the Corsair. The F-41 Corsair had foldable wings like this for storage on aircraft carriers, which Germany did not have. And it's just a really nice looking model. And also has two of these droppable bombs here, which you just attach like that. They go down. Another thing about this, the pilots here. So basically, it comes with two. One of them is the actual pilot itself, and it's starting to break on me. There we go. Which, this guy is the actual pilot. Here's a little bit look at him. And to be honest, the Cobi figures have like actual like face compared to Legos where they have the indent in their eye sockets. But to me, they kind of look a little bit creepy, in my opinion. But this is the pilot, and this is the gunner slash radio operator slash sighter. And yes, he did go in this way. So basically, if you're flying this way, you just see, like, say there's an airplane, a very slow airplane, and then you were outrunning it. All you just see is a speck of dot going away. But this wasn't usually the case because the Junker 87B and A, they were both kind of slow, and well, they were both slow. But a good thing about this is that they had their tail gunner, which just used this. So I'll keep them out because it's kind of a struggle to try to get them back in and actually sit down. So we'll have them to stand, or he can just plop on his face. And this took a really long time to build, and it was still fun. And one thing I gotta say, and again about this, they really need to give us like different extra, like actual extra pieces. But it did come with some spare pieces right here, but I would kind of like if they gave us some more of like the more tinier pieces. So it's a fair amount of spare pieces, kind of IKEA, cough cough. And there we just have some leftovers, which they add in just for an extra, like say you have this on here and it broke, I'm like, oh no, you can just replace that with that. Or if your propeller, oh yeah, spinning prop, by the way, if your propeller breaks, you have another extra one. But this is also compatible with Lego. The Lego pieces fit on smoother, but you can also use a standard Lego wheel axis like this, which is pretty cool. And this is just a nice looking model right here. One thing that I took Hans out and we'll just let him sit down for now. And yeah, it's really nice. I totally suggest this for like kids over 10 or over, because you got to pay really close attention to detail with this, because on the different color variations it's kind of hard, and you got to kind of look for the smaller pieces and just small things like that. Because if you saw me, I kind of messed up a little on here because I put an extra layer which you weren't supposed to, and I forgot to put on a tiny other piece. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give me a big juicy thumbs up, especially if you like Cobi or bricks. And make sure to subscribe to me, share this video with your friends, and especially if you're getting this, I hope this helped you guys out a lot. And remember to ring that bell so you never miss a video from me. And most importantly, guys, thanks for watching. Bye!